It's been said that bonsai are like potato chips. You can't have just one. But before you start down the road of acquiring multiple bonsai trees, you should know how much work they really are. How hard is it to care for a bonsai tree? This is something that many people wonder about before bringing a bonsai into their home. In general, bonsai trees are relatively easy to care for. Yes, they require some extra attention compared to regular houseplants, but they're definitely not high maintenance. If you can keep a snake plant alive, you can keep a bonsai alive. That being said, there are a few things you need to be aware of. The most important aspect of bonsai tree care is proper watering. The biggest killer of bonsai trees is overwatering. Most indoor plants, including bonsai, will let you know when they're thirsty by drooping or wilting. Of course, this isn't an ideal situation, but it's better than drowning your bonsai in water because you thought it needed a drink. Since bonsai trees are grown in shallow containers, they dry out more quickly than deeply rooted plants. A good rule of thumb is to water your bonsai whenever the soil is dry to the touch. This may be once a week during the growing season or only once every other week during the winter months. There's no need to follow a strict schedule. Instead, check your bonsai regularly and water when necessary. One way to tell if your bonsai needs water is by lifting the pot. Typically, a dry pot will feel lighter than one that's well hydrated. You can also use a moisture meter to get an accurate reading of your bonsai's moisture levels. Stick the meter into the soil and follow its instructions. When watering your bonsai, it's crucial to soak it thoroughly. Don't just sprinkle the surface of the soil with water. Instead, use a watering can with a long nose to reach deep into the tree's root ball. Another option is to remove the pot from its tray and submerge it in a larger container of water. This ensures that all the roots are hydrated. After watering, you should also check the tree's drainage holes. They can get clogged with debris, which can lead to overwatering and root rot. A clogged drainage hole is an indication that your bonsai needs a repotting. In general, bonsai should be repotted every 2 to 3 years, or when their roots become pot-bound. Another common issue with bonsai trees is leaf drop. This is usually caused by one of 3 factors: underwatering, overwatering, or a lack of humidity. As we already discussed, underwatering is a problem. So make sure your bonsai has sufficient moisture. Overwatering can also cause leaf drop, so be mindful of that as well. Finally, bonsai trees naturally lose leaves during the winter months due to dormancy. Additionally, if your home's humidity levels are low, your bonsai leaves may start to turn brown and crispy, eventually dropping off altogether. To prevent this, mist your bonsai regularly or place it on a humidity tray. Fertilizer is another important aspect of bonsai care. These trees typically require more fertilizer than other houseplants. Because their shallow root systems do have access to nutrients found in regular potting soil. During the growing season, feed your bonsai once a month with a balanced fertilizer. You can find specialized bonsai fertilizer if you prefer. Just remember to dilute it according to the instructions. Bonsai trees come in a variety of species, and each has unique requirements. For example, Chinese elm bonsai tolerate low light conditions better than Japanese maple bonsai. If you're unsure about your bonsai's specific needs, contact the seller or do additional research. It's also essential to consider the tree's age. Younger bonsai trees require more water and fertilizer than mature trees. As your bonsai ages, it will become more resistant to pests and diseases. However, older bonsai can suffer from stunted growth if their roots become bound in their pots. This is a sign that your tree needs to be repotted. While bonsai trees are generally pest and disease resistant, they can still fall victim to common houseplant issues. The most prevalent pests include aphids, spider mites, and mealybugs. These pests can be easily removed by wiping them off the tree's branches and leaves. If there's heavy infestation, you may need to spray your bonsai with an insecticidal soap. As we mentioned earlier, bonsai trees typically go into a state of dormancy during the winter months. During this time, their growth slows down significantly and they may drop most of their leaves. This is a natural process that should not be cause for concern. However, there are instances where bonsai trees may not come out of dormancy. If your bonsai has been in a dormant state for an extended period and shows no signs of new growth, it may have entered a state of shock. This could be due to a recent move, change in temperature or watering schedule, or another stressor. To help your bonsai recover, place it in a bright location and continue to water it regularly. Finally, let's address pruning. Pruning is essential for bonsai tree maintenance, but it's not as complicated as it may seem. The primary goal of bonsai pruning is to maintain its size and shape. Regular pruning also encourages the growth of new leaves and branches, promoting a denser, more attractive canopy. Additionally, it helps prevent the tree from becoming leggy and overgrown, ensuring it remains compact and proportionate. By trimming off unwanted or excess branches, you can shape the tree according to your desired aesthetic, enhancing its visual appeal and creating a balanced look. Now let's talk about the tools you'll need for the job. When pruning bonsai trees, it's crucial to use sharp, clean tools to prevent the spread of diseases. Make sure to disinfect your tools before and after use with a 70% alcohol solution or a bonsai tool disinfectant. Start by removing any dead or diseased branches first. Next, focus on cutting back any overgrown branches to maintain the tree's desired shape. When pruning, it's best to make cuts just above a leaf or branch junction, as this will result in new growth that fills in the tree's canopy. With regular pruning and proper care, your bonsai tree will thrive and showcase its natural beauty while maintaining its desired size and shape. All in all, bonsai trees are not overly difficult to care for. With proper watering, fertilization, and pruning, your bonsai will thrive. Of course, this doesn't mean it's a walk in the park. Like anything worth having, bonsai requires some dedication. But if you're willing to put in the effort, you'll be rewarded with a beautiful, unique plant that can bring years of enjoyment. If you're considering getting a bonsai, we say go for it. Do your research and be prepared to put in the work. You'll be glad you did. Well, folks, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching our video on how hard it is to take care of a bonsai. We hope you enjoyed learning about the various aspects of bonsai tree care, and we're here to answer any questions you might have. Please leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more informative videos like this one. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And if you have any suggestions for future topics you'd like us to cover, please leave them in the comments section. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.